What's going on, guys? Nick here with Ranch Armor. Very excited. First and only aluminum fenders for the new HD11. Aluminum, not metal. That's how we do it at Ranch Armor, guys. These are color matching tan for this specific unit. These are literally the first production units right off the line, tan for this. They are available in black and they come standard black. Tools needed, guys. Your favorite drill. We go with Milwaukee here, 5/16 bit. You're gonna need an impact drill to take off your lug nuts with your corresponding lug nuts, whether you have aftermarket wheels, these happen to be aftermarket, or your factory wheels, and you're gonna need a T25. We're gonna supply you with the hardware, guys. It's just gonna be a lot of push pins. The factory, depending on your setup on the Can-Am, you do have factory push pins available, especially if you got the factory plastic fenders, but it's not enough, so we're gonna supply you with those, guys. Let's go ahead and get started.
Okay, first we're gonna jack up the unit. Roy here has already put the e-brake on, that way it does not roll back and hurt us. So we're gonna jack these up, take these wheels off.
And that's, do you have to do that for factory wheels and tires, Coy, or just the larger
For factory,
aftermarket?
you don't have to, but for this setup that we have here, this thing's monstrous, so we're gonna have to.
Perfect.
Okay, we got our wheel and tire off. So first thing we're gonna do is we're gonna bring our fender up to here. It is form-fitting, so it only goes one way, as you can see. Very well made.
Very well made.
So you're gonna put these up to it, and then you're gonna start marking your inner holes. So that goes there.
Can you see the black marker?
Yeah, you'll be able to see it.
Excellent.
So you are going to mark all your inner pieces.
Take your time, guys, because these are...
Once you have 2 or 3, it's good to stop there and put your pins in. That way you don't have to hold it while trying to mark your holes.
Perfect.
Okay, now be extremely careful and go ahead and drill your plastic right where your Sharpie line is. So you have your first one.
Wow, butter.
You have your second one. And we have your third one. Okay, like I said before, once you have your push pins in, that way it will hold it for you while you are marking your other holes. Okay, once you have all your holes marked in here, now you're going to go ahead and remove your push pins. And now you can drill your other holes. That way you can put all your push pins in on the second shot. Okay, once you've drilled all your holes, you're going to reinstall your push pins like we did previously.
All right, guys. Roy's got to get on the road in 20 minutes. We got 20 minutes left to finish. Can we do it, Coy?
Yeah.
All right, let's go.
Okay, so first thing you're going to do, you're going to see 3 indentions on the top of your fenders, if you can see it here, Nick.
Every model has them.
Yeah, every model has them. So you're going to start off with drilling those 3 indentions, and I'll show you what to do next. Swiss cheese. Okay, after you drill your top 3 holes, you're going to come down here. There's going to be a T25 underneath here that you're going to take off. So go ahead and take that puppy off, and you will use it, so please keep it around. Talk. All right, now that you have your T25 uninstalled and your 3 holes are drilled, you're going to put your fenders up to it. Put your push pins up top, like so. These are, once again, form-fitting, so they will only go on one way. There is a left and right side. Okay, now that you have your top 3 plugs in, you're going to want to reinstall this T25. Just like so. Okay, you're going to have 3 holes underneath here that you're going to want to drill. So you're going to have this one, and this one. You may have to mark this one and drill it after the fact, but we're going to see, and we will let you know if that is the case. Okay, once you have your top fender on, you're going to install your lower fender. Now your lower fender is going to meet up right with this trim right here. And from there, you can go ahead and mark your 2 holes here, just like so. Take it off and drill those 2 points. So after you have your first two in the back done, you can go ahead and drill these. So there's gonna be one right there. That does avoid your gas tank, no need to worry about that. And you have these two ones on the lower.
All right, driver's side's done, guys. We're not gonna go over every step on the passenger side. We're just gonna shoot some B-roll as we do it. It's all repetitive. It's just a mirror, but look how good those look. Holy moly.
In terms of the CF motor? Or what?
Yeah, but the lines on this are much more drastic.
Yeah, CF motor is also ends right here.
All right, guys, as Coy finishes up putting that front tire on, we've got the front and backs on. Everything's done. Yes, as mentioned, this does work. As you see, this is a two-piece design here. It closes on top of the bottom fender for the bed. I mean, guys, look at those lines. There's nothing like it. It's all TIG welded. It's all aluminum. You don't have to worry about this turning orange. It's snug as a bug. I mean, they're strong as hell. It's the Ranch Armor way. It's the best. So in terms of install time, guys, probably 30, 45 minutes is all this is going to take you. Very simple, very fast. Just take your time in terms of making sure your holes align, and that's it. We appreciate you guys watching, and stay tuned for some other HD11 gear coming out soon.